Alright, so, getting back into everything. The group of you have been working to try to loosen the grip that the Order of Whelm has on the city of Akkad. You've been met with mixed success. Words are hard this morning. You've were unsuccessful in trying to rescue all of the prisoners held at the Oasis, but you did defend those who have been already fighting against the Order of Whelm, as the city continues to devolve into this civil conflict. As you proceed, you were able to successfully defend and assist Kelpip in re-establishing the connection of Akkad's establishment to his seemingly magical network of structures, such that now he might be able to provide some type of aid to the Askar. Your group of you have been wandering around the city as a full group, as opposed to splitting for a divide and conquer strategy, trying to find some potentially prominent members of the Askar that could be seen by its still free and able to fight members as individuals who are deserving of leadership. You have managed to rescue one lieutenant so far. However, you were unfortunately about to rescue that who you believe to be another before the individual escorting them, whose face you had not seen, just their gray skin, turns, wheeling around the prisoner, wrapping their tentacles around and devouring their mind. The illithid that you have run into has slain your last chance for a potentially higher ranking member of the Askar, so you'll have to make do with the lieutenant that you have. And this is where we're going to be picking up. I'd like the group of you to roll into initiative once I clear it. And as I said last week, we only have the one enemy right now. They're down an alleyway. So we're just going to be likely theater of the minding this. Dunan was the lead of the group of you, so he is in front. And Dunan, you are within one turn's movement to get to the enemy.
Cool. But I'll still be dead last in initiative.
Not necessarily.
My Roll20 is loading. Give me a sec.
Takes time. Because don't forget, if Tang rolls like a 19, she can push you higher.
Tang is going to trade with Dunan. Tang is probably always going to trade with Dunan.
Yay.
It's such a good use of that feat.
You know.
It's awesome. We should all take it. So we can switch around.
That'd be hilarious.
So that we can just decide what order
Yeah.
we're all going to go in.
I mean,
I'm gonna trade
there
with
are
Illicit.
there are a lot of TTRPGs where you just kind of make up the initiative based on what you want.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
I mean, at that point, then it'd just be rolling team initiatives where I'm rolling you guys, and then I'm rolling to determine my enemies, and then interspersing them into your turn order. But y'all play with your alert feat for now. All right.
I am currently unable to access my sheet.
I can roll it for you. If I want your sheet to come up for me. Alright, Aeolus gets a 17. I'll put that off to the side, and I need a Mindbreaker token from my journal to actually roll into initiative. If I could find it, that'd be nice. There we go. 13. There we go. Alright, so Dunan, you are the top of the initiative. Now, you've shouted out to him to try to draw his attention to you. Unfortunately, your intimidation check was a little bit lower than it needed to be. And in a decisive moment, he slew the captive that was with him. You were too far back, unable to save the individual, but now it's your chance for potentially avenging them at the very least. What'll be?
I'll look at the dead body on the floor, turn to the Mindbreaker, and say, "That will be your last meal, your abomination," and I will rush the Mind Flayer,
Certainly, go for it.
not the Mindbreaker. So 2 strikes.
Okay.
Where's my sheet? Once.
26 absolutely hits, yeah.
I'll just do a one swing and then shield bash.
Okay, that's a strength save.
Yeah, DC 17.
Oh no, he's terrible at that. 7. He's prone.
Awesome. So he's prone. And I'll just try to smash its head with my hammer from above.
30 will hit, yeah. Alright, that is 17 points of damage more.
Nice damage. That's max and min damage. Nice.
Very solid. That brings us to Aeolus with then Siegfried on deck.
The Mind Flayer is on the ground.
Correct, he's prone.
I will run up and will strike it with Burger Save.
Alright, 2 attacks, right?
Yes.
Okay, and do you have a blood... Are you setting a blood maledict or no? Or Crimson Right,
I'm
pardon me?
not, no. I'm not, no.
Okay. Nope, first one is a 22 to hit for 13. And then a 27 to hit for 8. 21 points of damage. He is being significantly harried by the group of you. He is going to attempt to break your mind as a reaction when you hit him, Aeolus, making you make a wisdom save.
I currently have disadvantage.
You have disadvantage, but you are next to Dunan, so you do get a
Yeah.
bonus to it.
+5.
+5, so that's an 11. Does anyone have anything else that they're throwing to affect that, or no?
Not for others.
No, I'm out of Cosmic Omens.
Wasn't sure, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't sure either. I had to double check.
Alright. You are now charmed by the Mindbreaker, Aeolus. You're familiar with this.
God damn it. He's my friend.
It brings us to Siegfried.
Do I recognize what's happening to Aeolus since we fought the Mindbreaker before?
I would say not yet. Aeolus hasn't taken any action to
Okay.
indicate anything yet.
Okay.
You would likely gather as much as soon as Aeolus takes an action against one of the group of you as opposed to the Mindbreaker.
Understood. Then I'm going to target the Mindbreaker, avoiding. It's a 20-foot radius, so I'm going to try and target the Mindbreaker, avoiding Dunan and Aeolus, but I'm going to cast Entangle on them using one of my rune spells.
Okay. Entangle, 20-foot radius. Everything's difficult terrain, right?
Yeah, and then each creature in the area, when you cast the spell, must succeed on a strength saving throw
7 fails.
or have the restrained condition until the spell ends.
Okay, and do they keep repeating the save? Oh, it must make an action to make a strength check. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
So I'm trying to keep him on the ground.
he is restrained and prone. Now his speed is 0 and he can't stand up.
Yep, and sorry, with the bonus, I go into wild shape. Sorry, I'm forgetting wild shape again. I do that with the bonus action still, or
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
yep.
bonus action for all druids now.
okay, yep. So I am going to go into archer form and try and no, because that would be at disadvantage then, right?
He is also restrained, so that would cancel out. So it'd be a straight roll.
Oh, awesome! So I'm going to go into Archer, and fire a shot at them.
Yep, go for it. All good. Your shot weaves through the vines, striking true, and is able to successfully damage him despite his prone condition. That is
Nice.
7 points of damage.
And then I might just back away, just so I'm at the max distance of the Archer form.
Okay, 60 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. You keep in a bit of a range there. All right. That'll bring us to the Mindbreaker's turn. He is going to try, as he's sort of struggling against these vines, you see him sort of turn his head up, realizing that he's not breaking out of this with any degree of regularity. He is going to unleash a Mind Blast. That is Aeolus, Dunan, Siegfried, and Teng. All of you need to make intelligence saving throws, please. I got you, Aeolus. Do you have disadvantage on intelligence, or no? Is it just wisdom?
It is only wisdom and charisma.
Okay. You rolled a natural 20 for 29. Plus Dunan's 5, I believe, so 34. Dunan got a 15. Dunan fails. Teng fails. Siegfried fails. Only Aeolus saved. Failures take 23 points of psychic damage, and you are stunned for 1 minute. And you can repeat the save at the end of each of your turns. Alright. That brings us to Teng. So Teng, you are stunned. You can still technically move while stunned, so you can do that and then make your save.
Okay. I'm gonna alight on a rooftop, so I'm farther away
Okay.
from the Mindbreaker.
In such a way that a cone that would go down the alleyway for their
Sorry.
Mind Blast will not hit you on the rooftop.
Yeah.
I'm going to. Sorry, it was 23 points of damage, correct?
Yeah.
I'm going to Stone's Endurance.
You
myself.
do not have a reaction. You are stunned.
That makes sense. Understood.
Yeah. All good.
So
All right. So you get out of a potential cone range up top.
Mhm.
Are you staying 30 feet away from the Mindbreaker? 40
Yeah.
feet? 30 feet?
Pretty
Okay.
pretty.
So you go like straight up above them basically and sort of be
Mhm.
looking down.
That's fine.
Okay. And then an intelligence save to end your turn. To shake off the stun. Nope. Still sort of dazed in the head, shell shocked a bit. Dunan, your turn. Dunan, at the end of your turn, you do successfully shake off this stun effect. You had your ears ringing, the worst case of tinnitus for a moment before your vision solidifies back on the bound and helpless Illithid upon the ground. Brings us to
I had worse headaches and hangovers. That's it.
All good. That brings us to Aeolus, was previously the only one whose mind was still free and clear and focused on the enemy at hand. He is restrained, prone. You are next to him. You have plenty of advantage. He's driving. He's got to pay attention to that. I'm assuming it's going to be Vergisive. What's his hit points right now? He's fine. He's going to roll Crimson Right. 3 points of damage to Aeolus. And now he gets Lightning. And then... he has advantage. I should toggle that on. First hit is a 17, which is successful for 9 points. And then a 24 for 15 points. So 24 points to the Illithid. He is looking rough already. He is basically helpless. He needs to prioritize actions to not break free. That's Entangle is a clutch move as we come around to Siegfried.
Yeah, I'm just going to move back a little bit, like just move back 30 feet so I can run back into range if I get unstunned later.
Okay.
On my next turn.
Sounds good. So you're just making sure you don't get blasted again.
Yeah.
On a recharge.
And then I will do my save.
Okay. You do successfully shake it off. You've seen this effect before, and as you sort of daze sort of stumbling backwards, and you seeing double of everything sort of melds back together, and you can finally see clearly once again. All right. That'll bring us to the Mindbreaker. All right. That is the recharge. All right. He is. Let me double check. Of note, Aeolus, when you took damage from the Mindbreaker, it did end the charm, for reference. Let's see. It is going to cast a spell on Dunan. I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I have advantage on them because of the helmet.
Ah. Is it all con saves or concentration checks?
Mm-hmm. Against spells. Oops, sorry. Where is it? There. And advantage on saving throws against spells while your word is helm.
Perfect. All right, so then you have advantage.
Always forgot it.
27 is enough. He attempts to levitate you off the ground to force you out of the AoE, but not going to affect you there, Dunan.
That fat dwarf is not moving.
That'll bring us to Tang. You can repeat your intelligence save.
That's what I would like to do.
You finally shake it off, Tang.
Yay!
I just picture Tang's stun is just her turning her head around in circles over and over.
I was just spinning.
Dunan, around to you, with Aeolus on deck. Um, 17 still hits. So that is 10 points, 22, 24.
Yep, that is it.
All right. He's prone. Yeah, you guys wrecked him. He's looking really bad at this point.
Smack him in the face.
Pardon?
Smack him in the face.
All right. 2 hits from Vergasiv, 24 and a 16. With advantage, just hits. 14, 23, 27 points. He is barely holding on at this point. Are you able to bonus action with the Star Medal?
Yes.
All right. Point blank range. 12 does not hit. And that brings
He's
us.
restrained though, so that would be. Oh, it's a 12 either way. Never mind.
Yeah. That brings us to Siegfried.
I am going to dash forward 60 feet,
Okay.
and then with a bonus action, shoot an arrow at them.
All right. So you're 30 feet away from him at this point.
Oh, sorry. I'm 30 feet after dashing forward, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then just with a bonus action, going to shoot an arrow at them.
Yeah. You were 90.
Yeah, that makes sense. I confused myself for a moment.
Oh, good. Not 22 definitely hits him. as you have these vines still sort of coiling around him that have sprung up from the deserty ground of the city of Akkad. They're just holding him in place. Every now and then when you fire that shot, they just seem to instinctually open up, letting your shot find purchase and not be blocked by the vines. Alright. Will that be it, Siegfried?
Yep, that's my whole turn.
Alright. I guess to the Mindbreaker. Who will attempt... oh, you're close. I'm gonna need Siegfried to make a save. Let me double check on which type it is. I believe it's a charisma save, Siegfried, if you want to roll a charisma for me. I'm just double checking though.
Okay, here it comes. 18.
Alright. I was incorrect, it is a wisdom.
If it's a wisdom, my
You rolled a
charisma's-
14, so...
Yeah, 14 plus 10, so that's a 24 if it's wisdom.
Alright. You feel the presence of the Mindbreaker's consciousness press upon yours. Let me free. But you resist the dominate person. Alright. And then that'll bring us to Tang. With that on deck.
Okay, so Aeolus has shown that he's charmed.
No, Aeolus has attacked the Mindbreaker multiple
Okay.
times. Since he was charmed, but then he immediately took damage from the cone effect, so it ended the charm.
That makes sense. Awesome. So I'm not really too worried about anyone. It doesn't look like anybody is dying other than me. So I am going to Sacred Flame, the Mindbreaker.
It's a dex save. He's restrained. Is restrained auto fail or disadvantage?
Let
That
me
I
double
don't
check.
know.
I always have to look it up. I'm a Pathfinder GM now. I don't remember the 5e.
Disadvantage on dex saves.
Okay. And just so everyone remembers, I think we have
That's an
10
8.
hit points from Dunan, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
You don't. You took you. Well, it would have eaten into the damage that you took from the blast, but you don't have them again. Dunan and Aeolus have gotten them re-upped since then.
Okay. Yeah, I assumed my ones were gone. Until...
Yeah. And that will be actually enough, Tang. How do you want to do it? You rolled an 8.
Brilliant burst of light descends from the height of the buildings down because Tang is trying not to draw too much attention by having it fall from the sky. And strikes the Mind Flayer where he is restrained, or where it is restrained.
Gotcha. Okay. As you conjure this light in like a little, not quite a sphere, this area above the alleyway, and bring your feather-clad arm down, directing it to descend upon to the Mindbreaker. You can see its skin start to peel and wither away underneath the radiant light that you are subjecting it to. Right as you get through that first layer of skin with this radiant energy, you can see his form start to contract suddenly and crash in upon itself. Need Dunan and Aeolus to both make dex saves. Aeolus got
Something I can shield master.
yes.
Alright.
But Shield Master matters more when you take the damage from the save, or would take the damage from the save. So Dunan, you do succeed, so that means you take half damage. Shield Master lets you take nothing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're fine. Aeolus, you fail with
But he
a
gets a
15 plus 5. Yep. So he succeeds in that case. So he takes half damage. as the Mindbreaker explodes. What would have been 26 damage is reduced to 13. And then Aeolus has temporary hit points of 9, so he takes 4 actual damage. And there is naught left in the alleyway except the residual effects of your spells throughout the space.
Can I rush over to the corpse of the prisoner? Just check
Absolutely.
who he has been or who they have been.
You rush over. It seems to be a human individual. You don't recognize them. You do recognize the tunic that they are wearing. It seems to be the one that members of the Askar have underneath their garments. You're not sure what rank this individual might have been. Even with a cursory check, no roll necessary. As you hold their form, they're clearly limp and lifeless. The eyes are glassed over immediately. A last expression of pain and terror is etched upon their face, and as you sort of shift them in your arms, suddenly you see that the back of their skull has been broken and shattered, and there's a hole in it about 3 inches in diameter. And it looks like something has bored in, and there's this hollowness to the head, which is deeply unsettling to you.
Ugh, gruesome.
Peng, do you need healing, or are you able to use your healer's kit?
I'm gonna use the healer's kit. Oh, I can't. I'm out of hit die.
Yeah, I remember something like that. Okay, I'm
Oh.
going to heal Tang some.
Can I look around in which way they were heading, or possibly ascertain where they were going?
Sure. Make a perception check or survival.
Peng, I'm gonna do a 2nd level cure wounds on you.
Thank you.
Trying to save
16.
spell slots.
I would like to guidance Dunan.
Well, it's an 18.
Tang, you get 23 hit points.
Thank you.
18 total?
Yeah.
Okay. Taking a glance around, takes you a little while, about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes maybe, at most. You're wary about spending too much time in these alleyways, for the chance that other members of Well might converge upon you in greater or overwhelming forces, but you are able to ascertain the tracks were leading vaguely southwest. You get the feeling, based as this is your 2nd instance of finding and attempting to rescue someone. First time that you were unsuccessful in it. But all of these individuals are being shepherded to the Great Library of Akkad. Whatever's going down, it's the only landmark that you can think of that makes sense in that direction.
Well, all signs are pointing towards the library. I think they are gathering everybody there. Or
But at this point,
least
it's about late afternoon also.
maybe, and that's, I guess, highly likely that there is the headquarters of the Wilms.
Should we go bust it down?
Oh,
I'm
That's
gonna
probably
before we do that.
where they're
I don't-
converting people.
I didn't get that.
I didn't catch it. Aeolus.
Oh. I said that's probably where they are converting people.
Yeah. Question is, are we strong enough to bust it? Just us?
I mean, we have the lieutenant. Perhaps we can go reinforce them. I don't know, Dunan. You know more about military actions than I do.
Yeah, the question is, did we ever have... Is there maybe a back entrance? I don't think we should rush through the front door. I mean, that's interesting coming from me, but I don't think that's the right approach this time. Usually I'm all for busting down the front gate, but I don't think that's wise this time.
I honestly don't know. It didn't seem like Finian knew of a way, and we had to teleport to get inside. And if they had an entrance to the underground, they wouldn't be marching all the way to the tunnels to get people and bring them back, right? They would just go out their secret entrance. So I don't think so.
Does it only have one entrance, or are there multiple entrances?
Maybe aerially, it's possible that might be a weakness. Most of the enemies seem to be ground-based, so. But again, that would use my last wild shape, and I don't think everyone could get there.
Keep in mind, as of 5th level now with the updates, you can at any point, no action required, consume a spell slot and regain charge of wild shape.
Oh, that's crazy for a Stars Druid.
It's crazy for all druids.
Crazy.
As someone who plays a druid, it's very good.
Insane. Okay. All right. So Siegfried is a little bit more confident now.
We would be wide in the open.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It's mid-afternoon. They would see us immediately.
I mean,
I
mid-afternoon.
don't think I speak for just myself, but I'm running on fumes.
Yeah, and I mean, mid-afternoon flying, that's going to be exhausting, right, Tang? The sun.
Not as bad as midday.
It's late afternoon.
Down out the library.
Late afternoon. Oh, it's getting towards the evening. Okay.
Yeah, you're probably 2-3 hours from beginning of dusk.
I think then that if Tang is exhausted, seeing as she's one of our flyers we'd be relying on, perhaps maybe we should report to the lieutenant and see if they need anything. If they help them make a foothold or something. If they're gathering forces at the library, perhaps they're amassing for an attack. I don't know.
Well, how about the group of you head to the establishment, and I will scope out the library, and then I'll make my way back to report anything I find, so that you guys can get a head start on planning, possibly resting.
Keep in mind, you guys have allies as well at this point. You don't have to do everything yourselves.
Okay. So what allies can we call on?
Well, you've made friends with, Kelpip's present. You have Finian here as well. You also have people who are not currently present who can fly, such as Jaya, and are not as squishy as Aeolus, such as Jaya.
So yeah, maybe we can send Jaya on a mission.
You can also ask if any of the members of the Asgar have information after speaking with the lieutenant, who is not at the establishment. He was taken back to Rook's Mead Hall. So you have a lot of different options.
Maybe we can report to the lieutenant and escort him to the establishment, because we need to arm them, right? That was one of our plans, correct?
They need to be provisioned. That was the reason why you were connecting the establishment as a last-ditch effort to attempt to reprovision members of the Asgar, because the armories have been taken over. Okay. That is not something you yourselves need to do. You've done what you needed to do for that, so therefore they have been able to get provisions.
Oh, that's cool. So yeah, I think maybe we can send Jaya to do scouting, and then see what the lieutenant needs to help their. Because if the Asgar fall, it's all over, right?
Maybe they have some secret armories, or I don't know, some.
At least they know objectives we could take. We don't know
Yeah.
what's around in the city, right?
Yeah. I mean, they are locals. They should
Yeah.
know more about the city than we do.
I mean, we didn't have time, but that was what I was going to ask them. But yeah, so I think then yeah, we'll go regroup with the lieutenant, send Jaya on a scouting mission, then meet up with us later, and then see what the lieutenant needs. I think.
I'll just turn to Shai and say, don't risk anything. If it gets too hot, get out of there. All right?
Gotcha. Do what I was put do.
Yeah. That's the gist of it.
Yeah, just remember, if you were to fall, you're more useful than I am.
Hey,
Mhm.
that's
And
Tang. That's
and-
Tang is the most useful one out of all of us. Don't be offended.
and I turn around and undermined the second time for counting times. I just walked away.
Right. Let's find this lieutenant.
It's easily enough for you, the group of you to make your way back to Rook's Mead Hall. Dogging through the city streets takes about a half hour to do so safely. Pardon me. And about an hour and a half from dusk at this point.
Yeah.
You're not the meat hall?
Yeah.
Okay. So walk in, and I guess Pinion is there.
Opinions here, along with a number of members of the Asgar who have been collected, various bits, and there's every few minutes, you seem to see one individual leaving, another one coming. Seems like runners are being sent out.
Is the lieutenant present somewhere?
Yeah.
All right.
Barely injured. They look like they have a bandage and a impromptu splint bound to one of their legs. But other than probably not fit for fighting themselves, but they are reasonably conscious and seem present.
You can give out commands.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
enough. I'll approach. Did we get their name?
Pardon?
Did we get their name last time? Can't remember.
I still don't understand. I don't know if
Oh,
my mic's not coming through.
Yes, we got the name.
Oh, the
Yeah.
name of the lieutenant.
Yeah.
No, you did not.
Yeah.
You rescued them and ushered them back to the meat hall because you were continuing to look for survivors.
I'll approach them.
Okay.
And just say how you're holding up. Didn't get your name last time. And I'll just give them a hand, like shake.
And sort of shake it. Very, a little bit stiff. Name is Babin.
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 I'm Dunan. Nice to meet you.
You're lot of the ones to thank for protecting me, saving me from whatever they were doing. They were talking about.
Unfortunately, we failed to save a second.
See, sort of a visible shiver goes through him despite the desert heat.
Well, listen. While we were trying to rescue a second of your lieutenants, we kind of figured out where they are bringing the hostages, and it seems like they are concentrating at the library. And me and my colleagues, and I point to my friends behind me, we are discussing if we are should bust the great library. Something is up there, but I don't think we can go by ourselves. So we kind of are hoping that you might be able to, I don't know, join with a squad of Asgard.
And attacking the library.
Yeah.
I could send a good company towards there. It'd take me a few hours to get enough people together.
Sure, if you have hours.
Is there anything we can help you now? Are you?
Yeah.
Is there an operation that the Askar are trying to succeed at?
At the moment, we're trying to just figure out what we still have control of. Sorry. We've lost a lot, from what I can tell, and I don't know all of the supplies. Only midway up, but doesn't look like most of the leadership survived or is at least reachable. Sorry, I'm new to this whole like full command thing myself.
Do you have communications up?
Some,
That's information is everything.
but part of the issue is they'll send out an order, and someone asks who the order's from, and some agree and some don't. Like I said, I'm new to this whole thing, and if I was higher rank, I would have. My name probably would mean a little bit more, but I'm still working my way up.
When
Like I said, I can try to get you some help for this assault on the library. It's where they said they were taking me.
yeah. You
But-
know why? If any inkling, why?
I think it's their command post. I think they have their generals there, and
Well, we at
think
least
most of their
killed one
leadership
their
is-
generals. One of their generals is down. One other escaped.
that's some of the first bit of good news I've heard. It seems a little bit sort of lost in the sauce, trying to take in all of this while recovering from like that shake of being kidnapped and effectively in his mind being marched to his death. No insight check necessary for that. He's definitely thrown. But
Perhaps.
he's trying to roll with the punches as best he can.
Perhaps maybe we can petition the Blackburn Watch for reinforcement.
We don't have a good way of getting them here.
Yeah, that's the problem.
We have Telpip at the very
Yeah.
least.
But he
So-
said last time
Telpip
he's
said
not
he
the
can't
gateway.
Through.
Yeah.
But they can go through. They still take too much time. They have to get to the Elderthorn Gate.
Yeah, which is
It's like a day.
uh,
That'd be
about a
days.
yeah, about a day's hike, and then that would get them a day and a half outside of Akkad.
Mm.
Babin, is there can you think of any hidden supply cache you might have that might help us in our mission? Because we are kind of spent already, and anything that can.
I mean, I don't really have a lot of coin that I can think of. I'm not sure what good it'll be either. Sorry.
More thinking about potions or scrolls.
Oh, like a provisioning supply.
Yeah.
It'd be in the armory, but it's where I got taken from.
Pretty much the realm took everything that was there.
A couple score of their people came in at us. At least two of which were Askar themselves.
Did
And
they
walked-
empty it out, or did they only take the people?
I don't know. The traders, I guess. Some of these guys sort of melt into nothing. So I don't know. Duplicates, doppelgangers of the Askar. I don't know.
whatever, yeah.
They walked in. They walked in this group of about 40 people through the front gates. And then it's like the world broke. A I mean, we had no defenses from like an interior attack. Like all of the walls and defenses that we would have had. I mean, the armories are underground, to prevent
Mm.
anyone thinking of second story work. But and like you hear people digging through stone. But
Would you be able to mark that armories? And I'll take out the map. Can you pinpoint them for us?
yeah, it's he gestures to the northern ward. It's underneath there. You take the north entrance to the underground section of the city, but I'm telling you, going there is suicide.
Well, so is going to the library, I think, but we have no other options.
But if we're committing suicide, I'd rather go for the head, the command.
You're right on that. I was just thinking maybe the Escar could, I don't know, get some resources from there that might help us. Because I think that the Order of Helm is interested in the people and just make more doppelgangers. But that's just my hunch. I'm not sure if that's true or not.
I think then our best plan is to try and muster as many people as we can and go to the library.
An all-in assault.
So our plan is to take on the Order of Well at the library.
It's the only idea we've got.
Got any better ideas?
I think we need to rest
I
or try
think
to.
I think the city will be burned down if we rest. Guess that's will be too late.
I'm of very little use right now. I'm spent.
Well, I mean we can rest and then go at midnight, but
Can we? You know how we normally take watch? Can the person who's on watch, quote unquote, go and try to rally as many people as they can find to meet here? So we kind of rotate who recruits and who brings folks together so that we have a force.
So while resting, you can spend like some of the time that you're awake doing light activity, hustling around the city to try to rally compatriots would not be light activity.
Okay.
I think we should rest all at the same time because we are at least somewhat protected, and then go as soon as possible.
Okay.
We have other
If-
people here for guarding, like Finian and some Escard.
If there is anything we want us to do while we're resting, I can do it.
You need to rest as well, Leolas. We need every inkling of energy for the library. And I don't want you to be exhausted.
Well,
Not again.
we only woke up a few hours ago, and I'm at as full strength as I can get.
Well,
I would get no benefits from a less than 8 to 10 hour rest.
Oh.
That's what we're proposing. I need a long rest. I am
Well-
out of everything.
I mean, I think we had like 2 fights. I think we are pretty beaten down, even if we have woken up like a few hours ago.
I'm out of spell slots. I'm out of lucky. I'm out of channel divinity. I'm useless right now, pretty much.
Same here.
If you guys are gonna be resting for a bit, I can probably get a decent sized force together in that time. Just gotta move quick after that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think that's the play then. You
Mhm.
got one shot.
I hope that doesn't bite us in the ass in the end.
can I turn to the Ascar lieutenant and ask him, "Do you need my help? I have experience with
Yeah,
a watch."
I can vouch. Aeolus is a veteran of our organization. He's had command before. He can offer you aid.
Just helping organize people that come in, trying to prioritize who to talk to and what things are important, what things aren't. Be great.
I can do that.
I will. Yeah. So we're resting in the tavern for now, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
If Teng wants to go do medicine stuff, I'll help her. But if she's tired, that's cool as well.
I am completely out of everything.
Yeah,
I use right now other than my cantrips and my
Yeah.
healer's kits.
okay.
So at
Siegfried?
most, I would combine my healer's kit supplies and do another healer's kit. But beyond that, I'm not going to do anything else.
Siegfried is gonna try and play some music to try and lighten the mood in this dowry tavern.
Make a performance check.
And like nothing too like crazy or just to try and calm people's mood a little bit. More like a lullaby, I guess.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind as you proceed. Does anyone have anything that they wish to accomplish over this rest?
At most, making one more medicine kit because I have the supplies.
Before I go to bed, I'm just going to try and do another prayer to the kami, like leave a charm somewhere in the tavern. In case it helps.
Can I gather up all the weapons, the armor, everything that we have at the tavern, and just make sure that they are serviceable, that anyone who needs help or if someone isn't trained with a particular weapon, that I can give them pointers just to make sure we're not sending anyone straight into a slaughter.
Certainly. It's easy enough to do so. Okay. Tang, I believe you have your formulas for success already.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm good.
okay. And time passes. The group of you do complete a long rest.
Oh, thank God.
After I sneeze. Oh my gosh. All morning. All morning.
Level up.
No.
No.
You are in a war zone.
It has been so long.
Maybe make a card safe, and then you'll see if you level up or not.
Well, at least I tried.
Does this count for my Ring of Winter recharging?
That recharges daily at dawn.
Okay, has it been done or no, not yet?
No.
Okay, cool.
Based on the timeline, this final assault will take place and likely conclude one way or another prior to the break of dawn.
Okay, cool.
Because it's like 5 p.m. when you're all going to sleep.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All good. Yeah. I believe the Bangle of the Starlight Raven does recharge because that's daily at dusk, correct?
I think it's daily at dawn.
Double
I
check.
think if Teng is willing, I think we need to send immediately a message back to the watch.
Sure. I just have to prepare sending.
Yeah.
If you have to spend your resources,
Yeah.
ignore the watch.
Okay. Yep. I don't. Does the
Um,
bangle always use a spell slot, or?
So the bangle is spent until dawn. I can't get more charges until
Oh, okay.
dawn.
All right. So yeah, don't worry about it then. Yeah.
So yeah, unless you
Yeah,
want
don't
me to
worry about
prepare spending and spend a third level spell
No,
slot.
no. No, that can wait till dawn. Whatever happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sorry, a family thing has come up.
Okay. Well, how about we take our mid-session break at this point then?
That works because I need to prepare my spell slots anyway.
Okay. So we can do break until 10 after.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. getting back into everything then. As the group of you complete your long rest, it is up 2:30 in the morning. Get downstairs, where you find the lieutenant of the Ascar. He looks beleaguered, exhausted, but lets you know that he has a small contingent of Ascar that are willing to take on what is likely a suicide mission, but will be attempting to help you in the best way that they can. To the library. Is there anything else? Any other preparations the group of you wish to accomplish?
Yeah, what did Shia report back when she came from?
So Jaya, over the small bit of time that she is able to surveil it before getting a rest herself, lets you know that there is a contingent of individuals outside of the library, but that could probably be drawn away. So some of the Ascar have volunteered to serve as the distraction such that the group of you should be able to approach the entrance unencumbered and potentially get inside. She did see a tabaxi, the same tabaxi the group of you have encountered previously, entering the library, and during the duration which she surveilled, did not see him leave. You suspect they're within. She also saw a number of citizens, seemingly important nobles, based on their dress, although they're lacking jewels and opulent displays of wealth, but just based on their garments alone, enter and then leave about an hour later, roughly, no longer escorted by members of the by members of the Order of Whelm. You get the suspicion these people have been replaced, as far as you can tell.
I think we can provide the list of the replaced names to provide the list of replaced people to the Asgar, right? So they can at least know.
Or descriptions, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, in theory. I mean, she doesn't know their names herself, but
Can I spend some time? I'm sorry. Wow. Can I spend some time? I want to create a potion of revealing and a potion of flying.
potion of revealing and a potion of flying.
Yes.
Certainly. How many uses does that do you have remaining after that?
The potion of revealing doesn't have a limit, but the potion of flying is I can create 2 per day.
Gotcha. Okay. No. Yeah.
Regardless of the number of charges. So that puts me.
Yeah, because you have charges on the sack.
Yes.
And they get consumed, and there's a limit to how many charges on some potions that you can spend.
Yeah. So I believe that puts me at the full usage right now because I did 2 Hunter's Healing Potions earlier.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're tapped on potions at this point, then.
Yep.
Okay.
If Aeolus is available, Siegfried would just like to talk to him before we go.
Yeah.
I'll knock while you're working on the potions. So they're like, you busy, boss man?
I'm not. What's on your mind?
Well, seeing as we might die in a few hours, I just wanted to see you before we left. I didn't think being the watch would lead us here.
No,
Did you?
no, not at all.
Are we doing the right thing?
I think we are.
Uh,
But we aren't going to die today.
I just wanted to. He's gonna hand back the chain shirt. That Aeolus graciously gave the +1 onto, and then he's like, "Thank you for the magic. It's very useful, but this is a watch business now." And he puts on his breastplate with the watch symbol on it. Maybe you can use that charge for someone else.
Hey, Spencer.
Yeah.
Can I transfer the +1 over to the breastplate?
It's one of the infusions, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, you can change that over a long rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if this conversation happens before the long rest,
At some point during the long rest, you can change it. Yes.
okay. So I will apply it to Siegfried's breastplate.
Oh, I was thinking more Tang or someone, but thank you, Aeolus. I just want to say whatever happens, it's been an honor to serve in your company. I don't think I would have survived in the watch if I had anyone else as my commanding officer. And then Siegfried gives him a formal salute and then gets ready for battle.
Hold up, Siegfried.
He remains at attention, like he's acting like he's how he would around Storm Surge.
At ease. I'm no Storm Surge. I'm not that stuffy. I am gonna take Ferguson out. If I fall, this is a direct order. This is yours. It should have been yours.
He can't use a sword.
It's not a sword. And Aeolus brings out the rod that he's been using. This will work against any of the cultists. It is important. There are several pieces to this. It cannot fall in the wrong hands.
Understood?
I want you to promise me, if I fall, you will not risk picking me up. This is larger than me. This is larger than you. This is larger than any of us. If we are able to, if one of us were to get knocked down and we can pick each other up without putting ourselves at risk of also falling, that's fine. I don't plan on going anywhere. And I don't plan on you or Tang Jaya. None of the bloody mad dogs will fall to these Wellmites. We've been through too much to fall to some red pasty ass cultists.
Understood?
And I want you to promise me that after we get through this, you go take that love note that you have and you find her.
Actually, I've kind of forgotten about Gorizura. I was secretly hoping I'd run into Gwen somewhere in the city.
I
Gives him
think
a crooked smile.
I think I think we'll cross paths.
Well, then I'll see you after the dawn.
Hells yeah. And I'll stand up and I'll fix my Blackburn watch cloak onto me. You know, I always told Storm Surge that I didn't want to do drills. Too old to do drills. I'm too old to be running around with all of you.
Well, you always have the option to retire when you come back.
And leave you guys to have all the fun? No. Good luck.
Same.
And then, after the long rest, as we're all heating up, I'll just walk to the front of what crowd that we may have, if there is one. Most of you here that aren't bloody mad dogs are fighting for your home. While we may be visitors, we have also had incursions similar to these individuals. So, and I'll go into explaining each of the enemies and which ones explode when they die, what some of the abilities are of the blessed and the mind breakers, the dreadnoughts. If you see any of the lieutenants and you are within earshot or eyesight of any of us, and I'll motion to the bloody mad dogs, focus on the soldiers. We'll take out their generals. And then once we all meet back up, we take back Akkad. We save your home. Is that understood?
You have a chorus of mostly terse nods, grim faces of determination, and a few people give sort of a salute where they place their these are Askar, so their halberds upon the edge of their shield and sort of tap the metal on metal. You have this sort of clanging clatter that echoes for a moment before it dies down again.
I just hook to the bloody mad dogs, and I give a smirk and I wink.
I'll just nod at him, acknowledging.
All right. Is there anything else we need to add? If not, let's go kick some well-might ass.
Yeah. Kill as many of those bitches as possible.
Okay. A group of you hustle through the city, if anyone has anything else. A contingent of about 20 of the Askar that leave from you. Once you reach the southwest ward, split off under the intention of drawing the guards in front of the library away. They're going to do what the Wellmites do. Set fires. As the rest of you proceed, you're about 4 or 5 blocks from the courtyard in front of the library. Is there anything that you wish to do in final preparation?
If we're obviously within an hour of, I'm assuming we're gonna have time. This is gonna last, so I would like to cast. Dunan, do you need the freedom of movement spell? You have the boots of free movement, right?
Oh, I have the ring.
The ring. Okay, so I'm gonna cast freedom of movement on Aeolus, just in case,
Okay.
and that's it.
I don't know if I can, but can I set the trigger for if we're going to battle, I cast a spell beforehand, or is it?
No, if you're holding a spell and the trigger is not met, the spell slot's eaten. So
Yeah, no, then I'm not gonna do that.
I'm gonna place a hand on Tang's shoulder, and I'm going to cast Longstrider on Tang.
I'll summon the pup. That's what I do.
okay, sounds good. And once per rest, you can do that without spending a
Yeah.
spell slot. So
I'll mount the pup. Me and you, boy, again.
and you're doing
give
what for Tang?
I
Said
am
Longstrider?
going to, yeah,
Okay, that increases speed by 10 feet, right?
yes.
I give the pup some sausages.
Celestial sausages.
Mm.
Okay. Your preparations completed. Let me grab the pup token. Party folder, Dunan folder, pup thing. Bloody pup. Token layer. Sorry, I gotta reposition some stuff. Wasn't sure if you were bringing the pup or not. Okay, there we go. Point of order as well. Are you inviting Finian to come with you, or is he playing defense and helping the Askar outside? There are benefits and consequences to each option. He's willing to do what you direct him to do, but it's up to you.
I think he should probably command the Asgard squad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Outside.
agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good. He does have healing capabilities, so. All right, I'm gonna
And he has
move
crazy
the.
movement speed.
I'm gonna move the group of you to a map. As you push through, you hear the fires roar off in the distance, and then the hustle of movement from a block ahead. A small number of Askar have remained with you to try to aid in whatever fight is coming towards you. All of them veterans, and according to the lieutenant's orders, all of them with children to carry on their families' names because they are assuming that they are going to die. As they sort of shift in their armor, hold their halberds, they all sort of look at each of you. Despair and determination mixed upon their varying faces. And they pull their hoods down, their helmets down, pardon me. And the group of you hustle under the cover of darkness towards the entrance of the library. I'd like a group stealth check, please.
Can I cast Pass Without a Trace when we stealth?
You may.
I will do that.
Can I guidance?
If you'd like to.
Dunan?
Sure. Dunan, you have guidance.
Ooh, yes.
I will guidance myself.
If you're guidancing, you're not passed without
No.
trading
Oh,
with
yep, no,
concentration.
yeah. So I will pass without a trace. I will.
Yeah.
That's more important.
That's a 20.
No, just Aeolus.
Okay, so 29 for Aeolus. Done in 20 because of the stacking. Very well done. Tang 35. Siegfried 23. I need to pull up the Ascar stat block because you have 6 of them with you. They have Scale Mail, which I do not believe is disadvantage on. Let me double check if Scale Mail is disadvantage. I don't believe it is. Oh, never mind. It is. Pass all the trace, good call. 16, 17, 28, 27, 15, 19. Pretty good. No natural ones, though, so that helps. And did you roll for the pup as well, Dunan?
I will do immediately.
Thank you. 19. Okay. A little bit of noise, but it seems like your compatriots off pulling their forces away have done their job. And you are able to cross the expanse of about 40, 50 feet from the nearest alleyway to the entrance of the library and swing open the heavy wooden and carved wooden doors and enter the interior of the Great Library of God. Man, my brain did not want to work there. I'm moving you all to a map. Wait, move, please. Move, please. There we go. As you enter, a scene of viscera awaits the group of you. There is... let me get the music. The area at the entryway is carpeted in untold amounts of blood. Scraps of flesh, discarded weapons. It seems that there has been a massive fight here at one point or another. There are splatters upon walls on the backs of tomes. The central column is almost looks like the bottom foot or two of it has been shoddily painted red with the amount of fighting that must have occurred in this space at some point. You see mangled corpses of Ascar, citizens, all throughout this space. It is difficult to pass, to take more than a dozen steps upon the ground without coming into direct contact with some part of somebody. It looks like monstrosities have ravaged through the bodies here. On the map, I have loaded. You each have a color pip and a member of Ascar assigned to said color pip. So you will have respective control of your color pips easily enough. I believe everyone should be able to successfully access the Ascar token sheet by shift double clicking. Don't forget they have weapon masteries that they can apply. With their halberd, which is specially designed for them. Okay. I need Jaya's sheet up. I need Heliwrast's sheet up. Who will be lagging behind the group of you, but still technically with you. Okay. As you gaze out upon this destruction of life, what are you doing? What are your initial thoughts?
Siegfried's immediately going to do a perception check.
Oh, bloody hell! What happened here? Donna's just in shock.
Tang is going to gain as much altitude as she can.
Okay. Ceilings here are, 30, 35 feet, roughly. They are domed towards the center. So the halfway point between the walls and the central column is the highest point. That's about 35. Low point's about 30.
Okay.
The
Go.
bookcases go floor to ceiling. So you cannot go over bookcases.
Okay. She's going to go 25 feet up.
Okay.
And perception check as well.
Taking a... Go ahead and roll that for me. Taking that immediate glance around, listening. You take a chance to sort of calm yourself. The adrenaline started pumping immediately upon seeing so many potentially injured individuals before your common sense rationalized that they've been long deceased at this point. You quiet that heartbeat that's pounding in your head for a moment and glance and listen, and it is still as the grave. There is quiet. From what you imagine, there is nobody nearby, at least on this level, from what you can sense. Okay. So that is shake the potion 30-30, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And invisible creatures and objects are visible as long as they're in the bright light.
Okay. Let me adjust some stuff on your token. So, bright light 30, dim light 30. I'm adjusting the darkness opacity so I can see it a little bit better. Okay. So 60 feet creatures and objects are visible. Okay, so it prevents invisibility effectively.
Yep.
As long as they're in the bright light. So I'm going to throw a 30-foot radius on your token as well.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll on the pub stride right in the middle and just scream out, "You gruesome bastards, get out of here!" That's it. And I will...
Your voice feels small within this space. There is not quite an echo, but it's like you're shouting into open air. The volume of space that the library occupies is massive, and your voice feels like it pales in comparison to not just the space, but the horror that you have wandered into.
Siegfried's going to mention, it looks like there's more blood over there. More than this room. You point this area.
No,
I'll
you
shout to the escort, secure the perimeter, and I'll go and investigate back there. Blood.
Now, you have been in the library previously. You do know that on the far side of the central pillar is the wooden lattice staircase that leads up to the additional levels.
Let's take a look then, Dunan.
I'll come with you.
Can I investigate this floor? to see if there are any entrances
Make sure to move your Ascar
To-
tokens as well.
to
Yeah.
something underneath.
Underneath, certainly. Make me an investigation check. Carefully going, sort of tapping on the tiles as you go. Proceed a little bit more slowly than your compatriots, but you feel fairly certain that there's not a secret basement, at least as far as you can tell.
Okay.
You see anything, Dunan?
Where are those bastards? No. Nothing's here.
They're most likely up the stairs, I think.
Probably.
This was the choke point. Seems like the Asgard tried to take the stairway and they were repelled.
Be ready for an ambush.
Okay.
Get up there.
We're missing an orange
I-
one. Dunan forgot his Ascar.
Dunan forgot his Asgard.
I dragged the red one around.
That's Jaya's. Leave Jaya's alone.
No, it's not yours.
Okay. Proceeding up the steps. Sorry, of note, Aeolus, as part of your investigation, as you continue to check stuff, you do not see anything with the lantern either.
Okay.
Successfully ruling out sort of invisible things as well. Nothing that stands out as, like, what you're searching for.
Okay. I will turn to the group. Stay close, but not danger close. Is that understood?
A bit late for that, but sure, sure, boss.
Okay. Heading up the staircase to the second level.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna move your tokens.
Oh. Roll 20, you can now select multiple tokens at once.
So
Oh,
much
boy.
blood.
Sticking Jaya and Heliwrast off to the side. So, as you push up through the wooden staircase, you can see there's more room, more floors above you. You already know this as well. But you find more blood and viscera and destruction upon this level as well. Anyway, let's make me a perception check. Noted. And then Tang, when you're moving up the staircase, I just want to clarify something as well. Are you flying to the hole in the roof of one floor into another, or are you joining your compatriots and moving up with them?
I'm near my compatriots. I'm staying within the 30-foot radius, but I am flying up the stairs.
Okay, so you're sort of taking the altitude outside of the lattice work and the scaffolding that supports the stairs, ducking in, taking the last few feet along the stairs, and then taking wing again.
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you, Siegfried. I'm going to ask the group of you to roll into initiative, please. And just roll your own tokens, not the Ascar. The Ascar will take their turns with you for your coordinated token.
Oh,
It's okay, Dunan rolled well, so now you don't have to
yay!
change.
Good job, Dunan.
And I keep rolling 15 for initiative
Not
for like
all
every
hope is lost.
Yeah.
And also, alert says I add my proficiency. Is that part of the 7?
That is the 7, yeah.
Okay.
Because it's your dex and your proficiency.
Okay, that makes sense.
Your proficiency's 3 or 4, right?
I don't know.
It's
I'm
all
not
your
sure that you set up the sheet correctly.
It's 4. Yeah.
Yeah. And your dex is 3. So you have 7.
Okay.
Give me a moment. Aeolus. You rolled a... What was your perception? 15?
Yep.
Alright.
And
Okay.
I also have the alert feat. I don't know if it still grants us surprise. Oh, it doesn't.
No,
Oh.
surprise has been removed as a mechanic.
Oh,
Okay, so it lets you add your proficiency, and then it lets you swap your initiative with a willing party member.
Yeah.
really?
I mean,
Yeah.
Aeolus, you can swap with me if you really want to.
No, I'm good.
I need to... Okay. So your perception was not high enough to reveal them initially. So they are initiating combat by throwing daggers, as they are revealed by the lantern light. And there are 2 daggers. Where's my goddamn stat block? There we go. 2 daggers at Dunan. A 24 and a 23.
Oh, Pete.
That is 11 points of piercing total, plus reduced by heavy armor master, and 14 points of poison damage, which you resist because you're a dwarf. So 7. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw against poison, so you have advantage. Never mind, you succeed anyway. You're good. Next one is 2 attacks against the pup. 26 and 22 against the pup.
Yeah, they hit both.
Okay.
Oh no, not the pup.
It is 13 points of piercing and 11 points of poison for 24 total. And I need the pup to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, God.
The pup is paralyzed for the next minute.
Cool.
It can repeat the save at the end of your turns,
It
effectively.
has 1 hit point left.
HP.
1 HP.
2 dagger attacks on Tang. 9 and a 22.
22 hits.
4 points of piercing and 7 points of poison. You do not need to make a con save because you weren't hit by 2 attacks in the same round. And then 2 attacks on Siegfried. 20 and 23.
Both hit.
11 points of piercing and 12 points of poison. And I
Okay,
need a con save from you.
So we have the 9 hit points from Dunan.
You do have the 9 temp, yeah.
So how much was that total?
And the pup would have the 9 temp also, Dunan. Don't forget.
Oh. That is good.
So how much
So it
was
was
the damage?
11 and 12.
So that's
23.
22. 23 minus 9.
14.
What's that? 14.
And a con save, please.
Okay.
And you are outside of Dunan's aura.
Yep.
And I did count your aura for the pup. The pup is still paralyzed. It failed to save you with your aura, Dunan.
So let me just add that damage.
As
Con
these
save.
previously invisible individuals are very clearly draconian in nature. They're strangely warped and leather-like looking scaled skin as they pull another set of daggers each
Does
of them.
the 16 succeed?
Let me double check. 16 fails.
And I'm going to wheel myself.
Okay.
So that's 18.
18 succeeds. All right.
That is
That'll bring us into initiative with Dunan. What'll it be?
The pup is paralyzed, so he can't do anything, right?
Correct. So you can re-roll a pup save for now.
Yeah. Was it con, right?
Con, yeah. All right, so the pup will be unparalyzed at the end
Yeah.
of your turn.
I'll jump off. And just... Which one attacked the pup? This one or
The one on the right,
It's...
but
whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just... How dare you touch my pup? I hurt my pup. And... attack once.
sure.
Yikes. 15.
15. Just hits, actually.
Cool. So 20 damage.
20 points of damage. That one's looking really bad immediately.
And I'll attack a second time. And do I recall that these ones explode?
They're draconian in
I-
nature. You assume that
okay.
they explode.
Yeah. Can I, when I hit it, push it away like 10 feet? Is
Yeah.
it possible to do?
Yeah, you have the push
Oh.
mastery. You have a warhammer, so you automatically just get to push it.
And then I will just throw the hammer.
Okay. 17 hits for another 14 points of damage. That is sufficient, and you tactfully avoid the death throes of the ability as it bursts in a small area of acid. That one is destroyed.
And I'll get over here so that these ones get the benefit of my aura and the 9 temp HP. And that's why I'll
Yep.
stop.
All right.
That's it.
That'll bring us to Siegfried with Aeolus on deck.
Okay.
Remember, the 9 temp is at the start of Dunan's turns. They all get it. So that means the pup got 9 more temp at this point as well.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to go into archer form.
Okay.
Does Dunan's Asgard get to go?
Yeah, Dunan's Asgard gets to go as well. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Your Asgar's right here, Dunan.
Oh.
So back to your turn.
Just rushes to the 1.
They got a push attack as well, if in case.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'll just attack them once.
Yeah.
Hold that.
17 hits, 6 points, and a push.
Not now.
That's a crit.
At this. Yeah. Now I push it.
Okay.
Did you? Sorry. You get to apply one of the.
Yeah, you can use a different mastery for the first attack.
Yeah, they have like
Oh.
4 different masteries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got cleave, push, and hobble or topple.
Vex,
Vex.
Topple and Vex.
Topple and Vex. Yeah. So I believe it has disadvantage on its next attack, and is pushed away. Right.
Yeah. Let's just leave it at that.
All right. Sounds good. I'll put that on there. Now it's Siegfried's turn.
Cool.
You can move through ally spaces.
Okay, yeah, but I just don't want to get close. I want to see it, but not be close.
Okay.
I'm still in range. I'm gonna go into archer form,
Mm-hmm.
and then gonna shoot a bonus action arrow at them,
Yep. Go for it.
and then I'll decide what I want to do with my action.
14 just misses.
Okay. Then I will try and launch a guiding bolt at them,
Go for it.
just with my map.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, coming through.
21 hits for 13 points of damage, and that is sufficient to dispatch that one. Explodes in a 5-foot radius, and no one's nearby it.
And then my Ascar, let me see if there's anything they can do. They don't have ranged attacks, correct?
No, they're just carrying their halberds.
Yeah. I will... How much movement do they have? They have 30?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, it could get nearer to either of them.
Yeah. Oh, there's another one over here. I forgot about that one. So I'm gonna send them over here, and they're gonna make attacks on this guy.
Okay.
Actually, I think they have movement to get there.
Yeah.
So they have 2 attacks. So first halberd attack coming in.
16 hits.
12
points.
I'm going to vex them with the first attack.
Okay.
And then here comes the second one. That misses.
11 does miss, correct.
Yeah, and that is my turn.
They have a bonus action attack.
Oh. Does weapon mastery apply to the bonus action attack?
Yeah, it's just less damage.
Okay, cool. So here comes the bonus action attack.
Because they took the attack or dash action on this turn, they can make that off strike.
I think that's a hit.
Yep.
And then with that,
points.
I would like to push them.
Sounds good. There we go. Okay. That one is shoved back by the half strike from the halberd. That brings us to Aeolus with Tang on deck.
I would like to activate my lightning right on myself. Oh,
Nice.
boy.
On
That's
brand
great.
for you. As soon as you take control of the sheet, you start giving yourself damage.
Yeah, this is a curse at this point.
You're worse than Meg.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna step back and fire Star Metal Blaster at the one to the left.
All right. You are technically shooting through the lattice work of the stairs, so I'm going to give him partial cover for that. So it's only +2, but you're getting the full range of that light that you're carrying. So it's the trade-off. Go ahead. 16 just misses thanks to that cover. It pings against one of the wooden beams that supports the scaffolding of the staircase. You have a second attack though.
I'm gonna fire again.
17 just hits, so that'll be 7, and you're right. Okay. So it was not a full load of star metal, so you don't have your preloaded, which is the 3. It does deal the radiant, so it's 4, 2,
and 3.
4, 2, and 3. So 7, 9, 16 points of damage. For the full load, just unmark it, and if you use that off of a full load, you can just click on the damage, of the thing, and we'll roll it by itself.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to fold it into an attack roll.
Okay.
All right.
And then the Ascar is gonna head over and attack the same creature.
Okay.
Halberd attack.
Just misses.
He is going to.
That hits for 10 points. It is still standing, but looks pretty bad.
We're gonna topple him.
Okay, that is a save, I believe, correct?
Yes, it's a DC 14.
Strength?
For Constitution.
Con. 22 total. Not toppled.
Alright, and then the bonus action off strike.
21 hits for 7 points. That is sufficient to kill it. I need Asgard dex saves.
Push it.
I will give the purple one advantage on the dex save to avoid the acid damage.
Okay.
Because it's part of the attack. But the green one just needs to make a regular dex save. Well, that is solid. It's my infiltrator. Okay, both succeed, each taking 3 points of acid damage.
Okay.
As it gets launched backwards and then explodes. Very small bits of acid getting on them. Good rolls. All right. That'll bring us to Tang with my last remaining infiltrator on deck.
Where's that last remaining infiltrator?
Other side of the stairs.
Okay. All right.
And it's looking pretty rough already because Siegfried's house was able to beat up on it. That is not a spot that you can be.
Oh, I can't. Well, I'm
No.
trying to fly over the stairs and it's not letting me.
That's because the stairs can't be flown over. They go floor to ceiling.
I can't.
Oh,
So
oh,
is
plus
it
the
not like
lattice.
open? Oh, the lattice goes all the way up.
Yeah.
Okay. If I were to fly here, could I see through that gap?
You can, yes.
Is there cover related to that?
Half cover. Partial. +2.
Okay.
But you also have things that affect saves, so you just need line of sight in general.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna be here
Okay.
and use Toll the Dead.
It's a wisdom save. That is massive damage. So this is he saves or dies. He dies!
Yay!
And no one's nearby for the acid explosion.
Awesome.
So that'll take the group of you out of initiative. All of you can reset your temp back up to 9 as well.
Awesome.
Of note, actually, the green and purple Askar will not have damage because they did not get pushed through their temp.
Did I have 9 temporary when we got up to the top, even though I wasn't in Dunan's aura?
You would have had it at some point. Temporary lasts until you get another source with greater, until you lose them, or until you complete a rest. So
Okay.
at the conclusion of the rest, effectively all of you will have 9 temporary hit points. I'm
Okay.
assuming at basically any time you guys are rolling into initiative and you weren't just in initiative, you will have 9 temporary hit points, effectively.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't actually have to
Should we-
physically move your tokens into the aura. I understand that you guys are getting benefits.
I
Should we
tell
straight up go on to the next floor or investigate the spot?
I tell Dunan I see some more blood over here.
Yeah. Down there is a lot of blood.
To the south as well.
I think it's all the same. We should probably just rush up to the next floor and find the perpetrators.
Yeah.
All right. So you continue to gain altitude throughout the library. The next floor is the one with all of the different individual rooms, which you've checked in previously. Do you stop? You see blood on these stairs as you are going up. It looks like drag marks leading to the 4th floor. Do you stop on the floor with all the rooms to investigate, or do you continue rushing higher up?
What do you think, Aelis Dunan?
Or I cut out. What was the question?
Should we rush up or investigate this floor? We see drag marks going up the stairs, but
I
we don't
should-
know what's on the floor.
From the 3rd floor to
I
the
say
4th.
we rush up.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
we keep going then.
I'm moving your tokens. Give me a moment.
Like,
I'm going to have you all roll into initiative.
Just a question: how much time has been passed since we rushed from the first floor up? Like how many rounds?
Since you entered the library?
Yeah, because I casted Crusader's Mantle, that just lasts for 1 minute.
Okay. At this point, it's faded. You spent some time taking a look around the first floor. You got into the fight on the second. Yeah. Let me
Okie doke.
There we go. You should all have it pinged at a decent point on yours. Give me a moment. I need to get all my initiatives.
I'm gonna swap mine with Dunan. Not much of a boost, but it's a boost.
I'll take it.
Is Aeolus's freedom of movement still working?
Believe so.
Then
Freedom of
an
movement lasts an
duration.
hour, right?
Yeah. Doesn't require concentration either.
And neither does Longstrider. Yay.
Tang has the zoomies.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That's just a really frightening image to picture.
An Alan with the zoomies.
Yeah, and especially since it's Tang, who's usually calm.
It looks like you gave her a cup of coffee, but the cup was more like a cereal bowl than a cup.
Yeah, it wasn't coffee. It was just straight espresso. It was like, shit, I gave her the wrong flask.
If anyone watches Deep Space Nine, it sounds like a Raktajino. The coffee the Klingons drink.
I've consumed so much caffeine in the last 48 hours. I don't know
Yeah,
how
yeah.
I'm alive.
Oh yeah, we were talking about how you messaged us at like 4 in the morning. That you're gonna be late.
We left Pennsylvania at 4 o'clock Friday. We got to Florida at 7 o'clock Saturday. Emptied a house. Started driving back by 1 o'clock yesterday. And made it back in the area around 9 o'clock this morning. Without stopping.
Well, I'm glad you made it safely.
Eh, only 7 energy drinks and 4 coffees.
But you're in one piece, and you made it home.
I'd be peeing so much.
All right.
Yeah, my blood sugar's super high right now.
Getting into it now. Thank you for your patience. As you rush up the staircase, you have not been taking any pains to be quiet at this point. Siegfried and Aeolus are shedding light. The pup is anything but quiet as it's squeezing its way up the staircase. Finally gets out. I'm going to move the pup to there as it squeezes its way out. This will
my and Tang's initiative.
Yeah.
She said we.
Yep.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Thank
So
you.
Tang is 12.
Mm-hmm.
So 10 goes to 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And as you do this clamoring sound coming up the stairs, you see rounding one of the corners a massive draconian dreadnought, and that's going to roll the group of you into initiative. Aeolus at the top of it.
Coming to the top of the stairs, I'm going to take my way over as I start firing the Star Metal Blaster at it.
Okay. At this point, I've assumed you've done a full reload. So, are you firing a full everything shot or a single shot?
Yes. Nope. An everything shot.
Okay.
So that goes wide.
The 4 pellets impact the side of the bookcase. You are worried for a moment because you see several scrolls get pierced through by these pellets. These
Ooh.
items are guarded against non-magical damage.
Ooh. I'm gonna continue moving. I'm gonna just run over here to give my ally space, and I'm gonna fire again. Ha!
Yep. So you reload with your bonus action and fire again. Regular shot or a full?
It's a regular shot because I didn't call it.
Gotcha. All right. So 23. You don't take disadvantage for melee. So that is 13 points of damage total. Correct.
Yep.
And your right is on the star metal. Correct.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Anything else for your turn?
I am going to. No, that's it. Because I currently don't have a lot of vision. I'm focused on the big boy. That's my turn.
Okay.
Are you gonna do anything with your Asgard?
Oh. Right.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to get to there. They can dash. 40, 45 feet to get to there because you're squeezing past Tang and Siegfried.
Right. Yeah, and then
Under Tang.
Well, you don't have 35 feet of staircase at the moment.
No, I know, but
Yeah. You're not
I'm just
flying.
saying if they're ducking under me if I'm hugging the stairway above.
There is no stairway above you. This is the final level.
Oh, never mind then.
No.
Is there a roof on the staircase?
There is. There's bookcases above you.
Okay.
21 still hits. Should have been your offhand, so roll me a d4 instead of a d10.
Oh, right.
So you're looking at 3 damage starting. 6 damage. Well done.
And then I am going to push the creature 10 feet away.
Nice. Shelved backwards with the force of the dash, and that'll then bring us to the Dreadnought's turn. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
All
Good
right.
boy.
It will move back into the space. If I could find... I don't need my Infiltrator stat block. Dreadnought. There we go. It will make 2 serrated sword attacks against Aeolus. Natural 20 and a 9.
Ah!
And a tail attack against the Askar, which is a 21. Aeolus, you take 19 points of slashing, reduced to... So that eats your temp, and 10 carries over.
Yep.
And the Askar takes 9 points of bludgeoning, so it has no temp remaining until Dunan's turn. And it needs to make a strength save or be knocked prone.
Let's go. Fire.
It is not knocked prone.
Whoa.
That will be the Dreadnought's turn. Brings us to Siegfried with Dunan, presumably on deck.
So I'm still in archer form, correct?
Correct. The last 10 minutes.
Okay. All right. Awesome. That helps a lot. I'm pretty sure this dreadnought is not the only thing up here. So just in preparation, I am going to drop concentration on Pass Without a Trace and start concentrating on Aura of Vitality.
Okay.
So that is a 30-foot radius. So let me get that aura.
Yep. And Aura of Vitality has been updated as well.
Oh, okay, yeah. I should look that up.
So, I can tell you what it is. When you
Okay.
cast the spell, and then at the start of each of your turns for the duration, you get to dole out the 2d6. No
Oh, it's
action
not
required.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
that's a lot better.
Yeah. What? Thank you, Tang.
Oh, thank you. Yep.
If you-
Of course, Tang would have the spell already. There you go. That's 30-foot radius, I think. Did I do that right?
Yeah. Can you just change the color so it's not?
Yeah. Sorry, I accidentally phased through the. I'll change it to.
And I've updated the text on yours. Thank you, Tang.
Okay, so that was my action.
Yep. And I'm gonna add Aura of Vitality to right above your token in initiative.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you. So 5, 10. How much movement to get here?
So it's 10 feet to move through an allied space. You can't stop there.
Okay, so 5, 10, 20, I believe, to get there.
Yep.
Um,
So who gets the healing to start with? Yourself?
I'll do a. Am I in range of Aeolus?
You would not have had line of sight on Aeolus when you cast this.
Okay. So actually, I'll do it on the pup.
It doesn't say anything about sight.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, it says as long as it's. It says when you create the aura, you can restore.
I'm still gonna do it.
One person.
I'm still gonna do it on the pup for now.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good. Pup is topped up with 14 points. So I believe
Okay.
that puts it almost to full.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm 20 here. I'm gonna move 35 here.
Okay.
Still within 30 feet, and I'm gonna launch an arrow at the dreadnought with my
Go for
bonus
it.
action.
Okay.
There's so many resources to keep track of now.
Welcome to Druid.
Yeah.
7 points.
And then my Askar is the yellow one. So
5, 10,
10,
15, 20,
20.
25.
it's basically there, right?
Yeah, it can take the dash action.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then so
25,
10.
40, 45, 50 gets it to there.
Yeah.
So I believe that's it.
Okay. It can't get here with 10 feet.
No.
Oh. Okay. Cool. That it's gonna just stay there then.
Yeah, because it would take 10 feet to move into the space where Dunan is. Dunan and the pup
Yeah.
are. It would need 5 more to get past.
No. Yep. That makes sense. So that is my turn.
All right. This happens to here. Dunan, before you go, appearing from invisibility is a familiar-looking tabaxi as he rounds the corner and is affected by Aeolus's light effect, so it does not have advantage against the Askar that it's about to tear into. There it is. 2 attacks on the Askar, 19 and 24 against the purple one. For 32 points of slashing damage total. I believe still eviscerates it.
It only has 24 hit points.
Uh,
No!
It will then backtrack into the room, and then we come around to Dunan.
Where did it go? Sorry, I didn't see.
Into the room to the south.
I'll jump off the bloody pup and rush right after it.
Okay. You see a room covered in arcane circles and glyphs upon the ground. They look like they're carved in. They don't look active in any type of way. This looks like some type of gallery for arcane practitioners.
Mm-hmm.
You realize this is where Finian must have previously fought one of the individuals that he described to you. A few things happen at this point as well. You see other individuals that have set themselves up And now you can see their roles in initiative around the room.
Okay.
And you may continue moving.
Miracle. Okay. I'll close the distance. And I'll attack the, I don't know how we call it, the Baxi General.
Oh, he's no longer invisible.
Yeah. One attack. Can I do something against that?
13 does not hit.
Yeah, wait. Can I? There's some. Sorry, new.
New character, who dis?
Yeah. No, can't do anything against it.
Okay.
But I will shield bash him anyway.
Certainly, strength save.
Yes.
That is a 17. What's your DC for that?
Meets it, beats it.
Okay.
Second hit. That's gonna hit.
There you go. 29.
And I will use a new ability. I got.
Shining Smite. Okay, 2d6 radiant.
And it can't get invisible. I don't know if it goes out of range from that lantern. It might go invisible. So as long
Okay.
as I'm concentrating.
Gotcha.
not getting
So
away
mark
from
concentration on your token. Perfect.
Yeah.
And roll me an additional 2d6, please.
2d6. Radiant. I don't know if it takes it or not.
Alright.
Did Aeolus's Asgard die?
It did.
Yes.
Oh no.
It took 32 points of damage from the
Makes sense.
Tabaxi claws. Right. Does seem to resist your damage, Dunan. But does still take some. 15, 17,
And I'll
23.
Shout to the others. The party's in here. And then I don't know if my Asgard can move.
Yeah, absolutely. It is the Asgard's turn. Orange, so it's 10, 15 to get to here, 30 to get to there, and then it has dash action available.
Yeah, then I'll dash. So it can move here, I guess.
Yep. Fantastic. All right.
Yep.
That'll bring us to the
And I will-
realm.
Yeah, order the pup just to hide for now.
Okay, noted. Of note also that you started the turn with the pup, so the pup has temporary hit points. Don't forget.
If the Asgard is within melee range, it does have a bonus action attack because it dashed.
Yeah, if you want to stay back 5 feet, you can attack the Dreadnought
Oh, okay.
with
Thank
the
you.
bonus action. Good call.
Bonus action.
Yeah. That hits 4 points.
Cool.
And you get
And,
to use your mastery.
Yep.
You want to
Can I?
vex, push? What do you want to do? Topple?
Let's make Vex so
Vex?
the others get advantage. Yeah.
Alright, Vex is... Where's my stat block?
This. When you hit the creature until the master power gives you advantage.
advantage.
Oh, you advantage.
So it has advantage on that Dreadnought until the end of its
yeah,
next turn.
let's keep it that way. Yeah.
Alright, sounds good. That'll bring us to the Well Blessed. Dunan, you are a fantastic target for my 2 ranged individuals.
Sure.
So in the left corner, we have Radiant Bolts. 8 and 8. God damn. In the right corner, you are within 120 feet. 2 more Radiant Bolts. 18 and 10. Does 18
Nope.
hit you?
Nope.
You feel these bolts sort of ricochet against your armor, but no damage to you.
I'll make Neo move, Matrix style. Just-
Nice. That'll bring us to Tang with Nemarath on deck.
Okay. Thing is flying. Heading towards Dunan. Skirting the dreadnought, trying not to get too close to it. Before I take her turn, I am gonna do my Asgard.
Okay.
From 10, 15, 20. And a diagonal to get me 30 to there.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack the dreadnought.
Okay. Go for it. Nope.
That's not how I do that.
Welcome to
There's
NPC
quick-
stat blocks. Yep.
Thank you.
13 points of damage.
Okay. I'm going to vex it.
Okay. Second attack's at advantage. 15 just misses.
Okay.
Bonus action attack though. That hits.
And I'm gonna push it back.
Okay. That way you can get by without opportunity attack.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Very well played.
Thank you.
All right. So you you take wing, I assume.
Yep. And then I see the tabaxi. And I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. Where's my spoon? Give me a second, I gotta pull it out.
What level are you casting at?
Level 3.
Level 3 is just upcast once.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think.
It's up to you.
I want to upcast twice. That's what I'm thinking. Sorry, I'm having trouble moving it out. How do I move it out? Thank you.
You drag and
Doesn't
drop
seem to
it.
want to work on this computer either. That was what I was trying to do, but it was highlighting stuff instead.
Okay, there you go. I'm assuming you're conjuring it there.
Correct.
You have learned that this individual seems to be immune to some types of spells. You're not sure to what degree. You fought him previously. Briefly.
I know. We're gonna upcast it twice and use a level 4 spell slot.
Level 4. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm going to do this. Level 4. Did that not?
No, it doesn't roll it. So I believe you have an attack on your front page for your spiritual weapon.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, good.
Spiritual weapon. 4.
24 does hit. He seems to ignore it entirely.
Great.
I mean, you still have it going, though. And
Yeah.
you know there are other enemies.
Yeah, and that's my bonus action. So as my actual action, I am going to cast Toll the Dead on the Tabaxi.
Okay. He passes with a 20.
Okay.
It seemingly has no effect, whether he passed or the spell that he ignores. But from what you can tell, he did not take any effect from the damage.
Okay.
Anything else, Titan?
That's it for me.
That'll bring us to Nemerath. A dwarven individual on the southern edge of the room, just inside of some of your vision. She is going to move forward to here. And the entire upper area of this floor fills with a mist. Even around Siegfried and the Dreadnought and everything, there is this cloud that forms in the upper 20 feet of this floor. She is casting Call Lightning. Dunan, I'd like you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Is it a spell? Then I have advantage against it.
That it is.
Okay. And I'll shield master it. I don't know if that succeeds.
19 is a failure.
Okay.
You take 20 points of lightning damage. She rolled well. As this cloud conjures, filling the upper level of this floor, and a bolt drops down to your right. Or third level spell slot. And that is her turn. Concentrating on that. Brings us to top of the order, which did go before Earless, but you didn't know it. A chosen lieutenant who rounds the area and charges towards Siegfried. Blocking your line of sight. And is going to make 2 Craghammer attacks against you as they yell in this inhuman rage. That is an 11 and a 23 to hit you, Siegfried.
Only the 23 hits.
All right. You take 12 points of bludgeoning, which I believe eats through your temp and gives you 3 left.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm down to. I only took 3 damage on that. So.
Yep, and I need a concentration check. And it is going to use the push. Actually, no, it's going to sap you. You have disadvantage on your next attack roll.
Okay.
As this one seems to be a little bit more adept than the other chosen you fought previously. And then that'll bring us to Aeolus. They are raging.
I am going to charge up to the Dreadnought.
They did reckless attack you as well, Siegfried, by the way.
And I am going to use the Amulet of the Platinum Fang
Okay.
for the aspect. Oh, ignore.
And go ahead and put the Platinum Fang back in chat as well, please. Okay, so the aspect... Spectral Maw of a Platinum Dragon, melee spell attack, 15 feet of you, plus 10. Nice. 18 hits. So that is 29 points of damage.
Yes.
Correct? That is sufficient to dispatch the Dreadnought.
All right.
That will trigger its death throes, though. I need a dex save from you, and actually only you. You succeed, so instead of taking 11 fire, you take 5.
Okay.
As it immolates in this space.
15.
The green one is just around a corner. It's far enough away that it's not affected.
35 to drop down to here.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to point to the tabaxi, and I am going to say, no, you're not fucking getting away this time. And Blood Curse of the Binding, amplifying it.
Nice. All right, that is a strength save.
Yep.
I word Aeolus.
That is a natural 20 on the save.
This bitch. All right.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right. That'll bring us to the Dreadnought's turn.
Now there was another one.
Yeah, behind Siegfried. Siegfried, you have a full bevy of attacks coming at you. 2 serrated swords and a tail. Sword with advantage because you are flanked. 11. Real bad. The tail 15.
Miss.
Second sword 19.
Miss.
It misses all of its attacks even with the advantage. But now you are flanked as well.
Yep.
Alright, that'll bring us to your Aura of Vitality at the start of your turn.
Okay.
To whom would you like to dole it?
Aeolus.
Alright. Aeolus, heal 2d6. And then brings us to Siegfried yourself.
I'll roll the 2d6. Here we go. 4.
Okay.
I am going to disengage and move
Oh, you're 10, right?
back. I can't disengage from both of them, right? Just
No,
one of them?
disengage is an action. And that the action is you can move without provoking attacks of opportunity.
Okay, cool. So I'm
You
gonna
take the
disengage.
disengage action. It means you're moving
One,
deftly, carefully.
two,
But it's universal.
3, 4, and I'm just gonna alert Tang that there's people coming up behind us. I'm gonna take an archer shot with a bonus action on the lieutenant.
Okay. You were sapped, so your first attack is at disadvantage. It was reckless, so it is advantage, so it's a straight roll.
Yep. Cool. That works out then. Here comes the archer.
15 does not hit.
Okay. I'm going to wheel myself.
Okay.
The reaction.
19 does hit. It is 11. They do not resist that from their rage. Anything else?
1 sec. That was one more use of Cosmic Omen.
Yeah.
That was my movement. I don't have an action. I use my action, bonus
Disengage.
action, and then I'm going to move my Askar up. Where's my guy? Yellow guy.
Right next to you. Yeah.
I think he has enough movement to get there,
Yeah.
and he's gonna
Easily.
make a multi attack on the lieutenant.
Yep. Go
Yeah.
for it.
So here we go.
13. Oh, sorry. It was reckless.
Reckless.
25.
Yeah.
25 hits.
Yep.
For 5 points of damage.
I'm gonna
because of
vex them with the
resistance.
first attack.
Next attack.
Oh, I mean, it doesn't matter.
you have
They're
advantage. Yeah. You want to
Yeah.
topple?
Yeah, I would like to topple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Fails to save. Gets knocked prone.
Yeah, I did. That's awesome. So second attack coming in.
Yep. Still advantage, but you've restricted the movement. 24 hits. 6 points of damage, reduced by half.
I'm gonna push them because I still have 10-foot range with the halberd, correct?
It is a reach weapon.
So I'm still gonna push them 10 feet away. And then with the bonus action attack. Oh, sorry. Can I do the bonus action attack before? No, that doesn't work like that.
No, you can close the distance if you want.
Um.
Or you can do the other attack now because it's a reach weapon.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do the other attack now. I'm not gonna move forward.
Okay.
And then with the last one, I can.
3.
Yeah, and there I can cleave, but it's not gonna do anything. So
Alright.
that is its.
So that's it. Alright, that'll bring us to the Wellmight General. Here, playing with Dunan. Where's my stat block? There it is. Dunan. It is going to...
Yes.
Deciding based on its stat block. It is going to attempt to force you to make a wisdom saving throw. You do have advantage, though.
Yeah. Okay.
It is going to attempt to dominate you.
Wisdom.
Wisdom, yeah. That is a success. You are not affected by dominate person. And we'll move to here, but that is its turn entirely. Dunan, around to you with the Blessed on deck.
Okay. Well, I have a target in front of me, so I'm gonna hit that one.
Okay. 20 will hit.
Mhm.
And that'll be 11 points of damage.
And another shield bash. Ping against the head.
Pardon?
Another shield bash.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
sure. Wrong stat block. 17 again. Got 17, 15 this time.
Just lock it.
Yeah.
Well, second attack.
Yep.
It's gonna hit
24,
the head.
16 points of damage.
And I'll fuck it. I'm gonna use it. I'll do like a enemy scan of the weak points, and I'll use what's it called? That one.
World's experience.
Yep. And
To grant it vulnerability. Nice. Okay. Are you
Yeah,
dumping
and-
a smite as well then?
yeah, that's what I'm going to try, and I'll third level smite it.
Nice. Basic smite, or are you doing one of the other spells?
No, basic smite. Basic
Okay.
smite. That's
Third level smite.
Is it 5d8 or 48? Is it
So you said
d8?
third level, so it's 48
Yeah.
plus 1d8, so it's 5d8.
Cool.
All right, so you have 14 plus 26 is 40 plus dueling is 2, so 42. Vulnerability to the attack, so 84. But it does seem to resist your blows, so
No.
42 again, which is still amazing.
Yep.
All
And
right.
I can't see through the bloody pup, so I don't know what's going on up there.
Oh, one sec. Dynamic lighting.
Yeah.
There, it should have vision now.
Okay. No, just still black.
Yeah, that's strange. Oh, it doesn't have dark vision. Hold on.
Ah.
Siegfried is shedding light, and I didn't update it on Siegfried's token. Bright light. There we go. Now the pup can see.
Cool. I'll use the bonus action, the phase step.
Okay.
Like how much? 60 feet. Okay.
60
I
feet to,
will-
I believe, a space that you can see, right?
Yeah, I will teleport it over here,
Nice.
and we'll body slam the what's it called, the blessed one. If it occupied.
Body slam. Nice. 20 hits, 3 points of psychic damage. All right.
Against the wall.
Pup is harrying that Whelm Blessed in the corner there. Anything else?
And the Askar will move and attack the. I can't see through the Askar, but I can see the lieutenant anyway.
Yep.
And will attack the.
Lieutenant.
Yep.
All right. That's advantage. 20 hits, 2 points. Roll me
And I will-
another halberd and another and an offhand. Pardon me.
Yeah.
That is a crit for 11 reduced to 5. And the off strike is 17, which also hits. Or sorry, 20, which is 7 reduced to 3. All right.
Push him a
There's nowhere to push because the
Oh.
dreadnought is behind it.
Okay, I can see
And
the
it's already
dreadnought.
toppled,
Never mind.
and you have advantage across everything. So,
Yep, that's it. End of my turn.
bring us to the Whelm Blessed. The one next to the pup is going to attempt to Radiant Bolt the pup twice. Disadvantage. So it dodges the crit. Second one is a 17 to hit the pup.
Yeah, I think it does an
Uh,
HP of 12.
Pup
Yeah.
takes 21 points of radiant damage, and the Asgard, not the Asgard, pardon me, the Blessed heals itself.
23?
21.
9 temp HP.
Be 12 points of damage. But that is its full turn. The other one is going to step down at the new challenger of Aeolus and send a Radiant Bolt at him and one at Dunan. Aeolus, 17 to hit you. Dunan, 9 to hit you.
That attack does not hit.
Okay. It doesn't hit Dunan for sure. That'll bring us to Spiritual Soup and Tang. What'll it be?
Can you give me dynamic lighting on my Ascar? I can't see anything that's happening up there.
Yeah, certainly. They have vision.
Okay, I can't see any.
Uh,
Oh.
If you click on the token and hit Control L, you can see what the Ascar sees.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna move here and then swing in to attack this chosen.
Okay.
Um,
You had advantage across everything, so give me attacks. Hits for 4.
I can't push it. It's already toppled.
It's already pushed. You have advantage across the board because it reckless. It's already toppled, and there's a draconian behind it, so you can't push it any further. 13 misses.
Bonus
That
attack.
hits. So roll me 2d4, please, because it's the bonus action for the damage. So that's 9 reduced to 4. 3 swings, damaging on 2 of them. That'll bring us to your turn proper, because that was just the Ascar, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. It's a mess in here.
I see that. Bonus action, I'm gonna move my soup because it's not currently doing a whole lot of anything. So I see the blast up in the corner. I believe I can only move it 20 feet, right?
20 feet, correct.
Okay. Mm. Before I do that, I'm going to point to the dwarf and cast Banishment.
Okay. That is a charisma saving throw. Where's charisma? There we go. That is a 17. What's your DC?
Okay.
Pardon?
18.
18. It'll use a legendary resistance to succeed.
Okay, never mind. Bonus action. Soup's gonna head towards the dwarf.
Okay. Anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna gain more altitude.
Okay. You can go up to 20 feet. Beyond that, you are entering the cloud, and your vision will be restricted So
Okay, but their vision of me will also be restricted.
correct. It's a trade-off.
I think I'm gonna pop up into the clouds.
Okay, so you can go up to 30 feet in height at that point.
Okay, I'm just gonna go up to be barely hidden by the clouds.
Okay.
So it'll be easy for me to pop back down.
25 feet. Sounds good. You have partial cover while up there, and you can see up to about 30 feet away from you.
Okay.
All right. That'll bring us to end of your turn. Nemarath is going to use a legendary action and cause fungal spores in the air to, erupt, coating the ground here in strange tentacle vine-like things. And that'll affect Dunan and Aeolus at the start of their turns. That area is currently difficult terrain as well. Let me add that to initiative.
Not for Aeolus, because of freedom of movement.
Okay.
And I think just Dunan's boots help in that as well. I don't remember.
Can't be paralyzed or restrained.
Okay, so
It doesn't cost me extra movement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotta move where I'm storing my initiative. It's getting too long for me to be able to see everything. Okay. Now we come to Nemarath's turn. She will move 30 feet to Dunan. And then she will do one of her combination actions. She will start by dropping a lightning bolt from Call Lightning down through Teng's space into Aeolus. I need Teng and Aeolus to both make me dex saves. Aeolus passes. Teng fails. Teng, you take 20 points of lightning damage. Aeolus, you take 10. Reduced to 5. And then she also gets to make a corrupting touch attack on Dunan. 26 to hit you, Dunan. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw against poison. So you do have advantage.
Lots of advantage.
You do fail. Now you resist poison innately. So instead of taking the 22 points, you take 11. And you are poisoned for 1 minute. You can repeat the save at the end of each of your turns, and I need a concentration check. DC... Oh, no, sorry, you can't fail this save. Yeah, you're fine. So you are poisoned for 1 minute, repeating the save on the end of each of your turns. That's disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. That'll bring us to top of the order, and we'll pick up at the top of the order, hopefully with Jaya and Heliwrast rolling into initiative next session.
Oh, it's already 2. Holy shit.
Yeah, that went really fast.
Yeah.
That went really fast.
Just typed it in chat because I'm gonna forget.
Oh yeah, I'll add it to the tracker.
Alright. That was...
And I'll put it after Dunan.
So, yeah.
Well,
Am I missing any other continuing effects at the moment?
I have Archer. Aeolus has freedom of movement. I have Aura Vitality. I think that's
Oh.
everything.
Nemarath has an aura as well.
Alright. Can't wait to see how this turns out next week.
I'm going to add the aura for Nemarath to the map so that you guys can see it. As there's an effect at the start of every turn that starts it. So,
Yep, makes sense.
fantastic. Good session.
Yeah.
What a fight.